Ladies, let me ask you something. Do you ever look in the mirror after styling your bob and think this just doesn't look right on me anymore? Maybe you're wondering if your hairstylist cut it wrong, or if bobs just aren't meant for women our age. Well, I'm here to tell you you're not alone, and it's not your haircut that's the problem. The truth is 95% of women over 50 are styling their bob completely wrong, and it's adding years to their appearance. But here's the good news. These are simple fixes that will transform how you look and feel. Today I'm sharing the 5 secrets that will make your bob look absolutely stunning and age-appropriate without looking old-fashioned. I'm Sarah, and as both a psychologist specializing in women's confidence and someone who's worn bobs for over 15 years, I know exactly what works. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact techniques that will make your bob your crowning glory. And before we dive in, if you're new to EverWise Older Women, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon because we're building a community of women who refuse to become invisible with age. Let's delve in. 1. Stop fighting your natural texture. Here's the truth. The biggest mistake I see is women trying to force their bob into submission instead of working with their hair's natural personality. And ladies, this is costing you so much more than you realize. Let me explain what's happening here. As we age, our hair texture changes. It might be drier, more brittle, or have developed a slight wave that wasn't there in our 20s. When you fight against this with excessive heat and products, you're creating a style that looks forced and damages your hair further. I know it's frustrating when your hair doesn't behave like it used to. You might feel like your hair is betraying you, like it's another reminder that your body is changing in ways you didn't ask for. But I promise you, mindable texture is actually your secret weapon. Here's what we're going to do instead. If you have slight waves that have developed over the years, stop trying to iron them out. Instead, let's enhance them. Use a sea salt spray on damp hair and scrunch gently with your hands. Don't rake through it with a comb. That breaks up the natural wave pattern. If your hair is straighter but lacks the volume it once had, we're going to work with that too. Try a volumizing mousse applied to damp hair, focusing on the roots. The key is applying it when your hair is still wet, not when it's almost dry. Now I want to share my personal favorite product with you. It's the Deva Curl Wave Maker, and it enhances natural texture without that crunchy, dated feeling that so many texturizing products give you. It works whether you have slight waves or just want to add some movement to straight hair. For those of you with straight, fine hair that tends to fall flat, I recommend trying the Bumble & Bumble Thickening Spray. I'll link both of these in the description below, and I want you to know mindable texture. I've personally used and seen work on women our age. But here's the most important part of this first secret mousse. Stop apologizing for your hair's natural behavior. Your hair has wisdom now. It's been through decades of life with you. Instead of fighting it, let's work with it to create something beautiful. The difference this makes is incredible. When you stop fighting your natural texture, your hair looks effortless and elegant instead of overdone and trying too hard. And ladies, at our age, effortless elegance is our superpower. Q. The power of the right part. Now let's talk about something that can instantly lift your face or drag it down. And most women are getting this completely wrong. Your part placement is everything, and I mean everything. Here's what I see constantly: women parting their bobs right down the center, thinking it looks modern or symmetrical. But a center part can be harsh and aging, especially if you have any facial asymmetry, which by the way we all do. It can make your face appear longer and draw attention to areas you'd rather minimize. I understand wanting to hide behind your hair sometimes. Maybe you're self-conscious about changes in your face, or you think a center part makes you look younger because you see it on social media. But the wrong part actually makes you look like you're trying to disappear, and that's the opposite of what we want. Here's the solution, and it's so simple you're going to wonder why no one told you this before. Try a deep side part. It creates instant volume and lift, and it's universally flattering on women our age. The rule is this: mousse. Part your hair where it naturally wants to fall, then move it slightly deeper to one side. Not dramatically deep, just enough to create asymmetry and lift. This does 2 things. It adds height at the crown, which is naturally full, and creates movement and interest instead of that flat, severe look. Now here's the tool that's going to change your life: a rat tail comb. I know it sounds so basic, but most women are trying to create parts with their fingers or regular combs, and it never looks clean or intentional. Use the pointed end to create a clean, precise part. Start at your hairline and draw the line back about 2 to 3 inches. The precision makes all the difference between looking polished and looking like you just rolled out of bed. The specific comb I recommend is the Conair Styling Essentials Rat Tail Comb. It's under $5, and I promise you this little tool will transform not just your bob but how you feel about your entire look. Here's what happens when you get the part right. Your face looks lifted, your cheekbones look more prominent, and your whole hairstyle looks intentional and sophisticated. It's such a small change, but the impact is enormous. 3. Volume without the fluff. Ladies, if your bob looks flat and lifeless, you're probably using outdated volumizing techniques that actually make mature hair look worse. And I need to address this because it's one of the most common ways women our age accidentally age themselves. Let me tell you what's not working. The teasing and backcombing methods from decades past. I know these techniques worked when we were younger, but they create a dated, artificial look now. Plus they damage already mature hair and can make it look thin and wispy instead of full and healthy. I know you want your hair to have body and movement. Feeling like your hair is flat can make you feel flat too, invisible, overlooked, like you're fading into the background. But there are much better ways to achieve the volume you want without looking like you're stuck in the past. Here's the secret: movement, strategic root lifting in the right prompt. We're going to create volume that looks natural and modern, not puffed up and artificial. Start with a root lift spray on damp hair. Not soaking wet, but damp. Spray it directly onto your roots, focusing on the crown area and anywhere your hair tends to fall flat. Don't spray it on the lengths of your hair. That will weigh it down. Now here's the technique that changes everything. Blow dry with a round brush, but here's the key: lift each section straight up, not forward or back. Straight up. This creates lift at the root without creating that dated, teased look. Work in small sections. I know it takes longer, but this is not the time to rush. Take a section about the width of your brush, lift it straight up, and blow dry from underneath. The heat goes on the roots, not the ends. My go-to technique is what I call the lift and hold method. Lift each section straight up. Blast it with heat for about 10 seconds. This is crucial. Blast it with cool air before releasing it. The cool air sets the lift. If you release it while it's still hot, it falls flat immediately. Now let me share the tool that makes this so much easier. The Revlon One-Step Volumizer is like having a professional blowout at home. It's a round brush and blow dryer in one, and it's specifically designed to create volume without damage. But here's what most women don't know about using this tool. You still need to lift straight in. Don't just brush down through your hair. Lift each section up and away from your scalp. Then slowly pull the brush through while maintaining that lift. For the back of your head where it's harder to reach, use clips to section your hair. Work from the bottom up, and don't try to do too much hair at once. Small sections are your friend. Here's another secret: moments you've created the volume, don't touch it. I know it's tempting to run your fingers through your hair, or shake it out, but that deflates all the volume you just created. Let it cool completely before you touch. The difference this makes is remarkable. Instead of flat, lifeless hair that makes you look tired and older, you have bouncy, healthy-looking hair that frames your face beautifully and makes you look vibrant and confident. And here's the psychological piece. When your hair has good volume, you naturally hold your head higher. You feel more confident. And that confidence is visible to everyone around you. 4. Shift the finishing touch that changes everything. Now we're getting to the secret that separates amateur styling from professional results. The difference between a good bob and a stunning bob comes down to one finishing step that 90% of women skip entirely. Most women think they're done after blow drying. You've created volume, you've worked with your natural texture, you've got the right part moment. But without proper finishing, your bob looks incomplete and can appear choppy or harsh around the face. I know you've put effort into styling your hair, but without this final step, it's like wearing a beautiful outfit with scuffed shoes. Most close, but not quite there. And at our age the details matter more than ever. Here's what we're going to do: strategic smoothing and seal. This isn't about making your hair poker straight or artificial looking. It's about creating a polished, intentional finish that looks effortless but elegant. Start with a lightweight hair oil or serum on the mid-lengths and not the roots that will make your hair look greasy, just from about ear level down to the ends. The key word here is lightweight. Heavy oils will weigh down mature hair and make it look dated. Now here's the technique that makes all the difference. Run a flat iron lightly over the surface of your hair, not pressing hard, not trying to straighten every curl, just gently smoothing the surface to seal the cuticle and add shine. Use a low to medium heat setting. Mature hair is more fragile than younger hair, and we don't need high heat to achieve this effect. We're not trying to change the shape of your hair dramatically. We're just polishing it. Work in small sections. And here's the important part. Glide the flat iron quickly. Don't clamp down and slowly drag it through your hair. That creates that flat, artificial look we're trying to avoid. Quick light passes are what create natural-looking polish. My personal favorite product for this step is the Moroccan Oil Treatment Light. It's specifically formulated for fine to medium hair, so it won't weigh you down, but it gives you that polished, healthy finish that makes all the difference. Apply just a few drops. And I mean few drops to your palms. Rub them together, then gently smooth over your hair. Less is more with finishing products. You can always add more, but it's much harder to remove excess product. Here's what this finishing step does. It eliminates frizz without making your hair look flat. It adds shine without making it look greasy. And it creates that smooth, intentional look that says you've put thought and care into your appearance. But here's the psychological impact. And this is what I love most about this step. When your hair looks polished and finished, you feel put together. You feel like you can handle whatever the day brings. That confidence radiates outward and people notice. I want you to understand that this isn't about vanity or being high maintenance. This is about honoring yourself enough to present your best self to the world. You deserve to look polished and feel confident. And these small details make that happen. 5. Adapting your bump for your face shape. Now let's talk about personalizing your bump. Because your bump should enhance your best features, not hide them. But most women are styling their bump like it's one size fits all. And that's a mistake that's costing you. Here's the truth. A bump that looks amazing on your friend might not work for your face shape. When you don't consider your unique features, your bump can make it look older and less polished instead of stunning and confident. I know it can feel overwhelming to figure out what works for your face, especially when beauty standards often ignore women our age entirely. But I'm going to make this simple for you. Let's start with round faces. If you have a round face, you need height at the crown, and you want to avoid adding width at the cheekbones. This means your volume should be concentrated at the top of your head, not at the sides. When you're styling, focus your volumizing efforts on the crown area. Use your round brush to lift the hair straight up in the area, and keep the sides smoother and closer to your head. This creates the illusion of length and elegance. For square faces, you want to sum those strong jawlines with gentle curves. Avoid blunt straight lines in your styling. Instead, create soft movement and curves around your face. A slight wave or curl at the end softens the whole look. If you have a long face, you need volume at the sides to create width and bones. Focus your volumizing efforts on the areas around your temples and the sides of your head. This creates the illusion of width and makes your face appear more balanced. The key principle here is balance. If one feature is prominent, balance it with strategic volume or smoothness elsewhere. It's not about hiding your features. It's about creating harmony. Let me give you specific tool recommendations for each face shape. For round faces, try the T3. My first single pass curl for adding gentle curves that elongate your face without adding width. For square faces, the dry bar, the trace press works beautifully for creating those soft curved lines that soften strong jawlines. For long faces, a diffuser attachment on your blow dryer helps create width at the sides without making your hair look frizzy or undefined. But here's what I want you to remember most. Your face shape isn't a flaw to be corrected. It's a feature to be enhanced. The goal isn't to make every face look the same. The goal is to make your unique features look their absolute best. When you style your bump to complement your face shape, something magical happens. You stop looking like you're trying to be someone else, and you start looking like the most polished, confident version of yourself. So there you have it, ladies. The 5 secrets that will transform your bob from aging to amazing. Let's recap what we've covered today. First, stop fighting your natural texture and start working with it. Your hair has wisdom now, and when you honor that, it looks effortless and elegant. Second, master the power of the right part. A deep side part creates instant lift and sophistication. It's such a simple change with enormous impact. Third, create volume the right way. No more outdated teasing and strategic root lifting with the right tools gives you bounce and booty that looks natural and modern. Fourth, never skip the finishing touch. That final smoothing and sealing step is what separates amateur styling from professional results. And fifth, always style for your unique face shape. Your bob should enhance your best features and create balance and harmony. Remember, ladies, your bob should make you feel confident and beautiful. Not like you're trying to be someone you're not. These techniques honor where you are in life while helping you look absolutely stunning. You're not trying to look 20 again. You're trying to look like the most polished, confident version of yourself at whatever age you are right now. And that's so much more powerful and attractive than trying to be someone you're not. I've linked all the products I mentioned in the description below. These are the exact tools and products I use and recommend to my clients. I don't recommend anything I haven't personally tested and seen work on women our age. And if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. We're stronger when we lift each other up. And there's so much power in women supporting women. If you're not already subscribed to EverWise Older Women, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Because every week, I'm sharing more secrets to help you look and feel your absolute best. We're building a community of women who refuse to become invisible with age. Next week, I'm revealing the makeup mistakes that are aging you faster than anything else, and the simple swaps that will take years off your appearance. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Until then, remember, you're getting wiser, and your style should reflect that wisdom and confidence. Your bob can be your crowning glory at any age. When you know these secrets, take care of yourselves, ladies. You deserve to look and feel amazing every single day. I'll see you next week.